I was like probably like my 16, right? And all my friends, like the guys grew up with me, they, they go to the wrong way, and I was stuck on train or whatever, and they're so jealous of me, and but they never said nothing to me, like but they never speak with me anymore, just look at me like me, whatever, but they never like get like wanna fight me or whatever, but they all look at me like look at me like strange or whatever. Anyways, one time on Sunday night, I always sit on the street, like, because we came for like this like party or whatever. Me and a friend of mine, he became a black belt today, like Andrea, and he's one of my black belts. And we sit on the street, like it was probably like 11 p.m. or midnight or whatever, and we just take a rest to go home because he was live like few steps ahead of me, and we were just out there or whatever, and sit on the street. Somebody, I don't know who was, I don't know where was come from, and shoot us, bah! And this thing like came, I was sitting right there, it came right underneath my stuff, and then poof! I couldn't hear like the noise, ping, reaching the rock because I was sitting on the rock, and just I heard the noise like ping, and it was let's go, and it was starts running so fast, and you just hear like 2 more shots, bah, 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 and just go home and. But like next day, like nothing happened. Who's gonna? You don't know who did it, Just like that was not funny, but it's some,
Life in the favela.
Life in the favela. Good one, your life in the favela. Yeah, that's good.
Life in the favela. Do people that live in the favela want to get out? Do they think they can get out? You wanted to get out through Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah, it is hard, because like a lot of kids, they don't have like the opportunity to know another place outside the favela, right? And sometimes what they do is they go to the school right in the favela, and everything they do is right in the favela, right there. Like they grow up there, they go to school there. They got a girlfriend there, whatever. They don't really like, I want to get off this place, whatever. It is hard, like my parents, they keep me and my brother outside there, and we came to go to the school, and after school, we go for Jiu Jitsu school. Then when we go for Jiu Jitsu school, we kind of like have they spend like half in the day with another people. They don't live in the favela. The other people, they have their mother like mentality, their mother place, it's nice. Then you start like, I wanna be like on this side of the city. I wanna like try to get off here, go for a better life. And that's what I did, like, cause like as I had the jiu-jitsu, the only thing I had the jiu-jitsu, right? That was the only thing I had, and I was I gotta train really hard and start competing and start to see like the life outside the favela. That was really good for me because like helped me to like, okay, I had to find a way to get off here. And then my brother, was with me or whatever. Then we kind of like we left, and but it is not easy like to it's not easy. It's hard like.
So, there's a movie called Once Upon a Time in Rio. It's about a boy from the favela and a girl from Ipanema. Rich girl from Ipanema. I don't know what it is in Portuguese. So, your wife was not from the favela.
No.
Her father was an attorney from the better part of Teresópolis.
Yeah, the whole family, like Alessandra's family was like, like her father was a Tony, like her mom was like a high, like a professor, like everything, like everybody was like,
How did they react when she brought you home? Hey, this is my new boyfriend at 14 years old.
Yeah, it was funny. It was fun because I couldn't speak. Like I was like so quiet, like so scared, like to say something, and I had a bad Portuguese back in the time, like and I was so shy. I was scary, like because was another world for me, you know. And it was like go to her house, big house, see everybody like sit on the table together, have like good time, whatever. It was kind of shock. It was normal for everybody, but for me it wasn't normal.
Did they welcome you into the family right away?
Yeah, I was a kid, you know. I was like 14 years old. They never thought like, oh, they're gonna become like
Husband and wife.
Wife, exactly. Just like
So it wasn't much like Romeo and Juliet, where
exactly
they didn't want you together. You guys.
No, they like her father and her mom. They were cool. They never like. I don't think they thought we could get married and like and they keep move forward. I don't think that's on the beginning. They never thought about that. They thought just they're two kids, just whatever. That's gonna finish tomorrow, anyways.
20 years later, you're still together.
Yeah, I was like.
And we hope to get a video of the Hobson room at your mother-in-law and father-in-law's house. Apparently, the shrine that you haven't seen yet. Only our wives have seen.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen yet, and we're gonna go gonna go to my hometown. We're gonna take you to the Favela where I grew up, called like Pimentel, and take you to the first house, the house where I grew up. And
where the drug dealer sat that got it shot in the head.
I'm gonna take you every spot, man. You're gonna see everything, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. I can't wait.
The return of Robson Moura to Rio and Teresópolis.
Yeah. We are in the Pimentel. That's the place where I grew up, right? And I grew up right here, and you cannot see where my first house was all the way up there on the hills. We're gonna go there. You cannot see it because all the fog. But that's the place where I grew up. On the streets, all the way up there. And, now it's easy, but back in the year it was really dangerous. But right now it's just you can come here and have a good time. I wish you could see from here. Start cleaning it up a little bit, you see? No, it's like the house I grew up right there. Start cleaning it up. That's where we're gonna go right now.
Okay, where are we now?
Now we're gonna, we're in the Pimentel, right? The place where I grew up. And now we're gonna go 180 steps up to see the first house, the house where I grew up, and I hope you enjoy. Now everything is changed. In my time, this right here was not concrete. It was all dirty. When it's raining a lot, it was really hard to go up. It was really hard to go, because it was dirty. You could step. I had my backpack right here.
Where was the drug dealer sitting down at the bottom?
I'm gonna show you. Look. Yeah, that's where I come from. It's rainy, and I put two black plastic bag on my legs, and to walk because it was keep my shoes clean, and it was all like that.
Só ali tem que subir
Remember, Remember when I told you about the guy, like, when I was like I was really young, probably like my 13, 14 years old, the guy was the drug dealer guy. He was sitting right here. They didn't have this house. They didn't have this one here. This guy was sitting right here. And I came from my house, and he was making kites. Yeah, he was making kites, and he told me, where are you going? I told him I'm gonna go downstairs to buy something for my father. And he told, okay, I'll make a kite for you as soon as you come back. It took me like 2 minutes to go there. When I came back, somebody came from there and shoot him like behind his head, right here, and bah, and shoot him behind his head. And they came, I looked, it was like all blood everywhere. And I went home and told my father what's going on, and he said, oh, stay here, you know, and I stayed there. It was right here on this spot. Like I said, they didn't have this house on this time, you know. And it was like daytime, it was like weekends, like, you know, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock, you know, afternoon.
Tell me about where you were when you got the hit in the head with the rock story.
Oh yeah, that was right there. That was right there on the street. See, they threw the rock from all the way up there, and I was on the street there, and the rock hit me on the head, and then I keep walking. When I came right here, this like the drug dealer guy told me, what happened? I told him what's going on, and he made me to go back all the way there, and he put a gun on my hands, and he put on my pants right here. I was like, I don't know, 15 years old, something like that, and I had to go all the way to another favela to look for somebody to throw the rock on me, but I couldn't find nobody. I was shaking, like scared, like, you know, something happened, and then came back, and he's, you know, I gave the gun for him, and and I said, okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes on that, but, you know, this, nobody, that's normal.
Life in the favela.
Life in the favela, that's good. Like, I had friends my eyes back in the years, like the ones we grew up together. They all live around this house here, this house right there, and the same time I was doing Jiu Jitsu, these kids, they were like, you know, they were doing just like stay here and doing the wrong things, and when they were like 16, 17, like, you know, and you know, they just like got killed, you know, somebody killed them, and life's over, you know, and I was seeing that. I was, man, I gotta keep going, like with everything I'm doing right now. I have to get off from this place, and thanks to God I was able to, like, you know, get off here and you know, be where I am today, you know, and thanks to Jiu Jitsu as well, you know, she brought me there. See how the kids, they just like, you know, see the kids. Hey, tudo bom? Tudo beleza? See these kids. My father built this house. He built like this here, like, you know, to keep us, like, you know, lock us right here inside, and teu pai tá aí?
Matheus, só o Matheus que tá aqui.
Matheus sai sozinho?
Tá.
Tá.
Chama ele aqui pra tu.
Chama ele pra mim.
Ô, Robson,
Oi.
você tá ali? Tá ali?
And my father built like this house, like
How do you get the building materials up here? How do you get the concrete?
back.
Carried up on your back, sacks of concrete to build this house.
And he built his house, and like this one here, and he built that like to keep me and my brother like locked inside right here. And when we not go to the school, something like that, he was like, stay here, you know. Teu pai tá aí? Tua mãe?
Trabalhando.
Vou mostrar a casa pra ele.
Show.
Tem outro portão aqui em cima não, né? So this
Ei,
one.
só tem minha casa aí.
Sai. Cachorro morto não, né? See, John. E aí, Matheus?
Ei, beleza?
Então.
Ai.
Right here, John. My father, when there was like, I don't know, when they started training, my 12, whatever, he put that right here for me. Like, still have. to make me do pull-ups, like, ooh, like, you know. And I would spend a lot of time here. Like when I'm not training, I was here like doing my pull-ups, and I would put something on the floor doing my sit-ups, you know. And he put that, I gotta keep you work on your grip, and I'll keep you strong for like, you know, for the competition, you know. And but now they change. This one here was grass. That was grass right here, and we didn't have that on my time. It was grass, and you know. Ah, e aí? Beleza? Then here, look, like I said, we didn't have that, and you know, that was my view every day, and I always like spend a lot of time like, now you cannot go over there on the top, because like back in the year they didn't have this sink or whatever. I always spend a lot of time here, sit down when you look for the street, and you look over there and just like, you know, thinking about my life and think like where I want to be, like I want to get off here, like, you know, get a better life. You know, that was, I was doing that every day. But like I told you 100 times, like, you know, if I could pick another place to grow up, I'm never gonna change nothing in my life. I want to grow up in the same spot, in the same house, you know, to have the same experience that I had, because I think that's helped me to be who I am today, you know. And that was my view. A lot of people, they wake up, they have like look for the ocean, you know, have a nice view. That was my view every day, you know. And let me show you the house. Pode entrar lá, Matheus?
Pode. Olha a bagunça.
Robson, vem cá ver essa ali.
Depois. I have been here, John, for like forever. Like I have been here for a long, long time. That was the house. That was the living room. I think they changed it. Se mudou aqui, não mudou? Yeah, they changed. It's changing, you know. They changed it. That was the kitchen right here. And, yeah, they really changed a lot. Turn the lights on.
Robson vai ficar com o Rodrigo na casa de ali.
Tá. They changed a lot here, like, you know. I saw that, but it was not for my time. Anyway, but that's the house. That's where I grew up.
And they pump water up. How do they pump water up here? Somebody buys water and pays for a pump?
No, they don't pay for the water here.
But how do they get water?
I can show you. Oh, this was my bathroom. This is my room right here, John. That was my room. That was my room. Me and my brother. We had like we had this bed. Was like two beds, like, you know, one to top another one, and that's where we sleeping. That's where we sleeping, like me, bro. You know. that was my place.
It's small, but it's very clean.
Yeah,
I mean, it's very well taken care of.
Yeah. This the floor and to the sand. This one there. I want to show you my grandmother. She lives on the house right there. That's why I grew up as well. You know, I grew up right here. You know. Escuta there. Vai vir moleque. Como é que tá as coisas? Tranquilo?
Tranquilo.
Tá fazendo o que de bom?
Here's a water tank. The water's captured from the streams up on top of the mountain and funneled down here and stored in these type of containers and then piped into the homes. Generally, the electricity someone pays, and this is all done by the residents of the favela. they string the electricity all the way up here, the cable, the internet, and everything. It's a self-sufficient neighborhood. Hobson's brother, his aunt, and the little girl's his sister.
We are in my grandmother's house. That's where I grew up as well. That's me and my brother spend a lot of time together with my grandmother. And you know, when it was really cold here, it was fun because she was making coffee right here, like, you know, coffee and the cake for us. And she was like, you know, making her hands like, you know, hot because it was really cold, like from the smoke, from the, you know.
The temperature here in Terzop up in the mountains.
Yeah,
I mean, right now.
Yeah, she was amazing. She was amazing. You know, she was great, and it's still the same. So right here, it's still the same. Yeah, that was her room, and they had her bed right here, and sometimes we sleep here. Like, it was really cold. We stay here with her, like, you know, afternoon, stay with her. She always take care of us really, really well. And,
It's down in Rio right now. It's probably 75 degrees, and up here it's 60 degrees.
I know. So I had been here for like many years. Say like I had been here for like more than 15 years, I think. I don't know.
Não ficamos falando não, cara, lembrar? Caraca, era muito...
Aí.
Não, cara, você tem que correr ainda.
Vai pegar a menina ainda?
É, pô, tudo doente. Podia testando.
Rodrigão, que já...
Já tomei já em casa.
You cannot see but the fog.
Old satellite dish. It's not hooked up now. People just come up here and camp and make a spot and start bringing concrete up to build a house. They just take over a spot. People come up here and they just take over a spot and say, this is going to be where I live, and they start building.
That's what's like.
They're pretty much, the people up here are left alone by regulations and police and everything. They're just left up here to make a community of their own.
Right here, like that was my favorite spot. Like I would come here, like, you know, and just stay, sit down right here and look. Because they didn't have this house here in the beginning. You could see like everything there. And I would spend a lot of time here, just like, you know, think about my life, you know, just like what's gonna be my next step, and you know, and they look down the stairs and they say, man, I gotta do something, you know, I gotta get off this place, and you know, and that's what happened. That's right here. And my father's brother, he was living in this house, and he was really tough guy. He was keeping us like out trouble all the time, you know, and he was a great guy, and he and my father, they were really close. I think I was probably 18 or something like that, and they killed him, you know, and he got some problem in the streets, whatever. He got some fight, and somebody killed him, and you know. And I was 18. I was started getting my life outside here, you know. And it was really hard time for my father, because he was his only brother. My father was really hard for him, and I felt really bad, you know, to see him in the situation he was, you know. But that's like, you know, that's happening. You know.
Most of the people in the favela never leave.
No, it's hard, you know.
It's very hard to get out.
It is hard to get out.
They don't realize that they can, or that there's an opportunity elsewhere.
It's not opportunity, you know. It's not opportunity. Sometimes they don't believe on themselves. They think like, oh, I cannot get off here. I cannot, you know. That's my place. So they have family here. They have like friends. Everything's still right here, you know.
This is their whole world.
Exactly. And for me, as soon as I started training when I was 10 years old, and I didn't want to stay here. That was me. I felt I want to leave, you know. I wanna go. I wanna like getting better life, you know, and I kind of like, you know, designed that since I was really young, and I had a lot of support, a lot of good friends, a lot of good people, you know, that helped me out a lot, you know, and it was not only by myself, you know, because if it was only on myself, it would be really hard. I had really good support back at the time, you know. That's what's happened.
Kids go to school here.
They do.
People go to work here.
They do. They go to school. They go to the work, you know, and
They don't pay any tax.
no tax. They don't. They cannot pay nothing right here, you know. And, but the kids, they go to the school, you know. The only problem happened, they go to the school like 3-4 hours a day. When they come back from the school, they come here. They don't have nothing to do, and then they stay like doing you know, whatever they can do, like, and that's when sometimes you get yourself in trouble. And but right now it's easy. Now we don't have nothing here anymore. Like now it's, you know, you see the kids just play on the streets, like play soccer or whatever. Just now it's like a piece of cake to live here, you know. And
The drug dealers are gone.
they gone. They all in
The
jail.
community took back
Exactly.
their homes and their neighborhood.